Hi guys, it's Jonny Enoch here, and I wanted to show you our backyard in the fall here in Budapest. And it's very beautiful here this time of year. But I also wanted to say a couple things to you all and give you some updates. I haven't been online the last few days because I was traveling and getting over some jet lag. But all in all, I found a few tricks to getting over jet lag, and I want to share them with all of you today. But first of all, let's talk about some of our updates and what's coming up. As you all know, I have been making more YouTube videos lately and getting interviews going on our channel, and we have some very exciting guests. One of the guests coming on is my friend Jason Quitt. He just wrote a new book called Egyptian Postures of Power. Now, this book is really interesting because it goes into this Tai Chi sort of system that the Egyptians had. And this continues on from what we've been discussing in our previous videos about a connection with the ancient Chinese and the Egyptians. So we're going to explore that with Jason Quitt. And if you haven't picked up this book, you should. Here's a blurb even I wrote on the back of it. I think it's really exciting how Jason's taken these traditions and systems and he's brought them into a new light. And what I love about Jason is not only is he Canadian, which makes him all right in my books as a fellow Canadian, but he also has had out-of-body experiences and astral projections his entire life. So he's gone back into ancient Egypt. He's seen these from his past lives, and he has brought these systems to light. And interestingly enough, when I have been in Egypt with Muhammad, he has pointed out a lot of Tai Chi sort of postures on the wall and said this is where it comes from, this knowledge of the energy bodies. So that will be a very interesting guest to have on. We also have with us Garnet Schulhauser returning on the show, but I want to do this a little differently. I want to have Garnet Schulhauser and our dear friend Maria Wheatley on at the same time. And I have had this dialogue with them back and forth about the idea that in Garnet's books, he talks about going back and seeing the origins of Stonehenge. So how Stonehenge was built. And he has seen certain beings that were involved with this and how the stones were arranged. And Maria Wheatley is the greatest researcher I have ever encountered of Stonehenge in those areas. She's a lovely person and a dear friend. And I would love to have her share her research at the same time, which I had got Garnet to send an excerpt from his book over to her so she could see what he wrote. And what's fascinating about what Maria Wheatley has discovered at Stonehenge is she uncovered these elongated heads, these skulls that have been over in the builders' mounds, as well as there was a Star Child-like skull, like the one that the late Lloyd Pye had found. So that will be a fascinating dialogue going back and forth between the two of them. We also have a roundtable discussion coming up about the mysteries of Egypt. And that is also leading up to our initiation into the Mysteries of Egypt tour that is going to be next year. You don't want to miss that. We have my dear friend, Timothy Hogan, the Grand Master of the Knights Templars will be there. We have Hank Kracher, we have Karim Okusa, we have Paul Elder from the Monroe Institute. He's teaching remote viewing. You could take a totally separate remote viewing course and you could go take that for pretty much the price, half price of an Egypt tour. And you're getting that, you're getting a remote viewing instructor and course while traveling in Egypt, touching ancient walls and revisiting the past. So we're mixing in the esoteric, we're revisiting these places, we're feeling them, we're absorbing the energy. The stuff that you will learn is mind-blowing. Yeah, and you're not going to get that from any book or any documentary. So leading up to that, of course, we have some videos with our presenters, and that is just a jam-packed tour filled with amazing permissions. Again, you can sign up for that on my website, jonnyenoch.com, or you can go to sabatours.com and sign up for that. We also will be joined this month with some more exciting guests. We have my friend, Professor Corey Anton, coming on the show, and he's written all kinds of amazing books. Of course, he's written about selfhood and authenticity. He's written about evaluation and media ecology. Of course, he looks at semiotics, media ecology, of how Facebook has changed our perspectives of ourselves, how consciousness is transforming because of that, our own self-awareness. We're going to explore these subjects, and we're going to go into the metaverse and where we're headed with that. We have some great subjects about hacking consciousness and the subconsciousness being like a firewall and the various levels and layers of this, some mind-blowing subjects. And among other really great guests we have coming up, I'm also very excited to have a series planned out on YouTube that we're going to be doing back and forth regularly with my dear friend Timothy Hogan. And Timothy Hogan and I are going to get into some really mind-blowing subjects with all of you. We're going to get into the New Testament, secrets encoded in the mysteries, to mysteries around the world that no one's ever talked about, the Templars, all kinds of subjects that I think that many of you are really going to enjoy. So it's going to be quite an action-packed month. And of course, Zsuzsanna and I are going to be doing some series on here about the ancient Hungarians. And I just want to give you a little peek at our bookshelf. As I've moved here, I'm now a resident of Hungary, and I love Eastern Europe. I love the traditional values here, the people. These are amazing countries. It's an amazing place full of great inspiration, and I really feel at home here. So I've been moved my books and my things here, and that have been coming over from North America. But here's just a look at some of the books Zsuzsanna has read in her research. Here's a lot of my Manly P. Hall books, as you guys can see. But up here, when we look, there's Zsuzsanna's books on just the ancient Hungarians, and she has the Arve Shura and the mysteries of what was up at the Ural Mountains, the Golden Tablets, the connection to the Vinca and the Tartarians, and so much more. So it's going to be a really great month for these concepts, and you don't want to miss it. So do stay tuned for more. And as I mentioned, I'm going to tell you all about how I'm beating the jet lag. I've been using functional mushrooms, and I'm a huge fan of functional mushrooms now. And I have a great deal worked out with NeuroBuddha. So now I get my mushrooms from them. I love this product. It's so great. I even have a coupon code I can share with all of you, so you can get a really good deal on them also. But I now swear by these. I take lion's mane every single day, and lion's mane, this extract, which I take with my coffee, it not only grows the hippocampus of your brain, but it oxygenates your cells. It boosts your focus, your memory, your concentration. It lowers anxiety. I think better, I sleep better, I can focus better. It also is an immune booster. And if you ever experience like a period where you're feeling more foggy, or you can't remember names, you'd struggle to remember a name of a person or a book or something, this you'll notice right away results. I did anyways for me. So I love this one. Another one that I take every day. These are my two go-tos. I don't even take vitamins or supplements, really. I just take these. My other go-to is cordyceps. So cordyceps, these are really incredible. The ones from NeuroBuddha, I love their quality. It's got no fillers. They only use the fruiting bodies. This is very important when taking functional mushrooms. Doesn't matter if you guys want to take another brand, go ahead. You'll get good results. But I get really good results from these because when you look at what makes these mushrooms usable is something called polysaccharides, and they have a 30% polysaccharide count. But if you get, let's say, cordyceps or another version of them that they're using the mycelium and the rice and the starch and everything that's grown in them, then out of these polysaccharides, you get a higher count of what they call alpha glucans. And in these groups, what you're after is something called beta glucans. And this is what creates their bioavailability or makes them more noticeable. When you get a really good quality cordyceps product like this, it not only is good for your adrenals, it's good for your energy. It balances your sex hormones, your libido. You just feel fantastic. I can't recommend these enough. So I take these two in the morning with my coffee. It's my go-to. And we also have tried taking these chaga. Chaga is good for the immune, for the body, for inflammation, for skin. They also say if someone's had radiation or chemotherapy, that it's a good thing to take after that. But we also have tried reishi. Reishi I don't take very often because, especially when I'm jet lagged, I want to get energy. But reishi will give you a very deep sleep, non-REM sleep. It's more relaxing, good for stress. And I found that it would not only give me a full night's rest, but I'd want to take naps the next day. But again, all of these are great, and you can get them at neurobuddha.com. And if you use the coupon code Enoch20, you can get 20% off, and they ship anywhere in the world. Do check them out. Check out our site, JonnyEnoch.com, for all the updates and where we're going. Sign up for our newsletter. And we have some really exciting videos coming up this month. Thank you all for watching.